that means it's time to bust some medical mysteries. We've got our twin doctors, Dr. I, Dr. J. They are back with me this morning to answer some of your health questions. Good morning to you, doctors.
Good morning.
Okay, so we're going to go through some true or false questions. I just got handed the list that we're going to go through, and I'll try and answer them all correctly. Dr. J, first one's for you. True or false, eating too much bacon can cause dementia? I am going to pray that this one is false.
You can pray if you like, and it's morning in America, and we are ruining people's breakfast because this is true. Bacon can increase your risk of dementia. Yes, but it's not just bacon. It's really any preserved foods. So we're talking about hot dogs, lunch meats, anything that's preserved with nitrites can increase your risk of dementia. So they found this correlation that basically found that if you eat 2 or more helpings of preserved foods per week, you increase your risk of dementia by about 14%. Now, that's the correlation. The question is about the causation, though, and they don't necessarily know the cause. The thought, though, is that the nitrites, which they use to preserve foods, we know that these nitrites can compete for oxygen in your blood. And the thought is that they outcompete hemoglobin, which is the molecule that carries oxygen all throughout the blood, for oxygen. They take oxygen from the blood, so now you're delivering this deoxygenated blood to the brain, and in some people, for whatever reason, if they're at higher risk, it increases their risk of dementia. So if you want to do the bacon, the hot dogs, the lunch meats, once a week at the most.
Okay, wait, but even like a turkey bacon, an organic something, is that better or still same story?
If it doesn't have preservatives,
okay.
Basically, if it's not cured, it's fine. If it's got preservatives, it's cured, no more than once a week.
No go. Okay. All right, Dr. I, you're up next. True or false, deep snoring can be signs to more serious problems? True.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious, right?
Yeah.
That's and it's not just for the snorer, it's for the person that's sleeping next to the snorer as well, right? So if you're in bed with snores, your sleep is disrupted. And so you have more inflammation, higher risk of dementia, heart attack, stroke, things of that nature. And for the snorer, it's even worse, right? Snore is generally a harbinger of a more severe medical condition, something called OSA, obstructive sleep apnea. And this is where basically your airways collapse when you're sleeping, right? And so you have lower oxygen levels. And lower oxygen levels, again, lead to more inflammation, higher risk of heart attack, stroke, things of that nature. So people think of snoring as kind of like this thing that's annoying, it's kind of cute, but it's really not. So if you're a snorer or you sleep next to a snorer, tell your doctor and go for a sleep study because there are things they can do for sleep apnea. But yes, snoring, not good for you, not good for your bedmate. Let's just get rid of it.
I think we've got a lot of people right now listening to that doing a little nudge saying, all right, get over to the doctor. Okay, next question, Dr. J, true or false, weight loss drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy intensify cravings for cigarettes and alcohol? False.
You're right, that's false. So, Wegovy and Ozempic are becoming like the wonder drugs of the 21st century. We know that they're fantastic for weight loss. And part of the way that they promote weight loss, they slow emptying of food from the GI tract so you feel fuller longer. But they also work on the part of the brain called the basal ganglia, that's our reward center, that basically makes us feel good if we've indulged in things that we shouldn't have. Turns out they work on the reward center when it comes to things like smoking, alcohol, and even drugs as well. And when you're on Wegovy or Ozempic and then you use alcohol or drugs or you smoke, you don't get that same reward feedback. And so it tends to actually lessen the cravings. So makes you want to eat less, helps you lose weight, may help you stop smoking, drinking, even using drugs. Wonder drug of the 21st century.
I've also known some people on Ozempic who actually have an adverse reaction to things like alcohol.
You do see that sometimes because, again, it slows gastric emptying. And so sometimes the alcohol will sit in the GI tract longer, more gets absorbed into the bloodstream, you have higher blood alcohol levels, and it can actually make you feel sick.
Okay. All right. Next question. Dr. I, you're up next. Lately, Taylor Swift has been spotted swallowing a few bugs while singing on her Eras tour. So the question here, true or false, eating a bug can actually be dangerous for your digestive system? Please, false.
Let's hope for Taylor's sake that's false, but this is actually false, right? We've all been outside in the summertime, you're running, you're walking, and a bug goes down your throat, Actually, eating a bug is not bad. And if you think about it, there are a lot of places around the world where bugs are actually part of your diet, right? And so bugs actually are pretty nutritious. They are low in calories, they're high in protein, they're high in certain vitamins and minerals like riboflavin and biotin and folic acid. So no, bugs are not gonna kill you, and they're actually not something bad to eat. Now, there are some pretty common sense exceptions, right? So things like brown recluse spiders and black widow spiders, monarch butterflies, things like this you want to stay away from, right? But your little average gnat that just goes down your throat, just let it go. It's not going to hurt you at all.
Okay.
Or Taylor.
Encouraging news. I don't think I'm going to be adding bugs to my diet anytime soon.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.